Hello, people. Um, I'm talking here, and I forgot to put myself up. Um, hello, everybody. Hello. Today the live gonna be in English, so I'm gonna say that in Portuguese for my. Hello, everybody. Hello. For my Portuguese friend. Gente, hoje a live vai ser em português, mas bem-vindo. Pode deixar rolar, tá bom? E a gente vai fazer uma live em português. Não se preocupem. But today is just to say hello, to welcome everybody back into this madness of channel that I'm trying to keep going. I decided to come back and have fun with it. Life is short. Let's have fun. I'm gonna put my link here if anybody would like to come up. And I will start today with a happy mail that I got. Might as well, right? I got it from Mary Webb. Thank you so very much. Let's see what is in the box. Well, it's not a box, it's a bag. If anybody would like to come up, it's fine. I wasn't expecting a happy mail, but hey, it's always welcome, right? I just don't want to tear anything. So to start, I got something red. Let's see what it is. It's a project bag that is in need from Lion Brand. Secret Stash. I want to fill this up with money. What about, huh? Now that would be heavy, but I so needed this. Thank you so very much. What else is in the box? I say box, but it's an envelope. Let's see here. Ooh, a card. Is it a card? It is. Oh. Oh, it's so cute. It's a board that you put your things here too. Adorable. Check it out. Isn't this cute? I loved it. Thank you. Oh. People, check this out. I'm going to take out of it. So this is a gift that I got from Mary Webb. People, I always wanted one of these. I always wanted orange is my favorite color. And the yellow is because I love bees. And I never got one. Even when they had a Hobby Lobby, something similar, when I got there, they didn't have on the clearance. But now I have, and I can make my happy shawl. Yay! And I got 3 of my favorite color of shawl in the ball. Wow. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. So this was my happy mail. I love that she gave me this gift. It's so nice of her. I always wanted to have the yellow yarn, but I didn't think that she would send me 3 shawls in the ball. I'm gonna have a lot of shawls in progress. Look at these people. Just look at it. Aren't you mesmerized by those colors? Oh, I love it. So yesterday I went to Hobby Lobby and I got this. I do a lot of purple awareness things. Purple is for lupus, fibromyalgia, and other things. So I make the bracelets, but it's kind of weird because here it's kind of a dark purple grape, and in the video it shows like a vibrant color, but it's totally different. Let me put this here again. If anybody would like to come up, I thought it was on sale. It was $2.99, was supposed to be 30% off. But apparently it's because the person did not do their job. It's hard to find good help nowadays. The person didn't do their job and they didn't take the signs. I'm not sure in your town, but in this town where I live, they have it's a town with a lot of seniors, and so it's hard to find enough help, people in a certain age to work. So let me see here. Hi, Bridget. Do you want to come in? Does it? Oh, we here to come up? Huh? Anybody? I'm just adding a few people here as moderator for me, if you guys don't mind. So I did the bracelet my last tutorial, and boy oh boy, Ursula got hooked on making necklaces. Hey you, how are you, Crystal?
Hi. I'm doing okay.
I absolutely love your curly hair.
Thank you. I can't find my glasses, so I'm like this. I'm sorry.
I'm like you. Take these off. I'm like Mrs. Magoo.
I'm legit like blind here.
So could you see the yarn I got?
I can. I actually have a few yarns similar. First one I pulled out.
Ooh.
Let me see what I got.
Mary
I
sent
just
me
need to get
this.
the beads.
I am so happy. I'm like, what is the similar thing to say? I'm like a pig in the mud.
That's so pretty. That's so pretty.
Just a second. My cat just knocked my display here. Of everything I got for the live stream, I forgot one thing, the water bottle. You know, when you have cats, you got to have the water bottle. I don't care what people say. When they are kitties, they do not know any better. So
yeah,
and then this is what happens. So let me see if I can show you guys. This is an earth tone. A lot of people say, why don't you wear the ones you make? Because usually I sell them. You know, I have a limited income, being a disabled person. So this is for my, you want to say hi? Say hello, everybody.
Meow.
He's the one that attacked my yarn while I was unattended for 2 minutes.
Ooh.
So I got these on the fair. We can put it this like that, and it shows kind of. This is so it don't mind the yellow, the orange thing. It's just to when I
That's
say
so pretty.
It was very simple. A lot of people like the ones that Ursula made, and as I said on the tutorial, it was my first tutorial. I was so nervous. It took me 2 hours to record that tutorial of a couple minutes because I used to stall. It's people make it look so easy, but it's not.
No, your first tutorial was really good and clear. I liked it.
It took a lot.
It's really good.
was a
You know.
simple thing, it wasn't that the most complicated ones. So I'm not prepared for the more complicated ones, not at all. But we're gonna get there. I'm not sure if you agree with me. I started with the easiest of bracelets and what's the name? Necklace, because in crochet we always start with what? You practice the chain. Then you start the single crochet. Then you learn the double crochet. Then the half double crochet. You never started already with what's the name? A puff stitch.
Right. Right.
So I thought, for myself as a tutorial, would it be easier for me to start and have people to start as well? Oh, look at this one. This one is also very pretty. This one gonna become a bracelet with
That's beautiful.
And I thought, for Christmas, probably not this week. Next week on Hobby Lobby, the bead's gonna be 50% off. So, just 1 second. I need to get a water bottle. If not, I'll be back here. Hold
You're
on
good.
for me. Let me get the.
That's a really pretty display. So yeah, Jane has a tutorial for this piece of jewelry, this bracelet. It's a boho wrap bracelet, and it turns into a necklace as well, and it uses crochet thread and beads. So it's in here. It's in there up there as a tutorial for her. And her tutorial uses, I'm just plugging you. Sorry.
Go for it. Go for it.
You left the mic. But yeah, it uses the thread, the crochet thread, right? And little beads.
I use crochet thread. I use the nylon threads, and I use also embroidery thread. It depends on it will depend on what your client or the person that will like.
Mm-hmm.
This let me show you. This kind of a more thick embroidery thread. If you're gonna make this, you're gonna make a lot of segment. Ooh, you're gonna make a lot of thread. And also there's that kind of thicker one like this. It's on left is right, left is right. So
you get a lot of vibrant colors with those.
You're gonna think it's funny. I was at Goodwill, like all of us like to go, see what they have, maybe find a crochet hook or two. And I found the mega box of a gazillion of that not open for $2. Get to the cashier, was 50% off because the tag was green and it was a green week. Score! So I got a whole bunch. There is this kind of the change color to the solid ones. Also, I have a friend, Karen Y. Hi, Karen. In case you see this, she sent me a box of them as well. I used to embroider, and then I went totally blind. Then the embroidery went down the drain because the vision.
Embroidery?
Yeah.
Like this type of embroidery?
Yeah, I used to go.
Everything's right next to me.
Yeah.
I haven't done it.
My vision went down the drain, and then took a year and a half for me to be able to see again. And my up-close vision is never the same. In fact,
so you completely lost your vision?
Yeah, I was 100% blind. It's the third time I go blind in my life, but there's already another. It's like my family. We get blind very, very easily. Very, very easily. My aunt a couple months ago just found out that she woke up blind. Her eyes
Wow.
became like a gelatin or gelatinous or something like that. This is another one that I'm gonna teach. I have one more that I'm gonna have the tutorial about tomorrow or the next day. Depends if my migraine will allow. And this is with puff stitch and with the first one that I taught and some chain. So there is several layers. This one it was a gift from a senior friend. She had a whole bunch of crochet thread. When I made this one, I just had lost my job and I was going to job interviews. So I had nothing to wear because when you work from home for about 6-7 years, you stop buying things to adore yourself, adorn
Mm,
yourself. I do not know.
adorn, yeah.
I just used makeup and jewelry when I went to work because I had to, you know. I'm a bohemian person. So I didn't have anything and I made this one in the spare moment. And I ran out of the yarn and I couldn't finish this properly. I just gave a knot.
Mm.
But there is a proper way to finish this. Karen also sent me um, what do you call this? It's not a skein,
Like a spool?
a
No,
spool.
I don't know.
Similar
Spool,
to this. It's pretty
bobby?
close.
No, not a bob.
I don't
Maybe.
know. It doesn't say. Well, I know what a skein look like. I know what a ball of yarn look like, but
Well, it has
um,
wood in, or not wood. It has cardboard in it. So
yeah. So this
a
one is
thingy.
very nice. I wanted to
Yarn.
use this full crystal, but I've been out of
That's
yarn.
beautiful. That's
I will
beautiful.
be teaching this one as well. See, I think to me, I think sometimes we spend too much money on Christmas gift
Mhm.
instead of putting the love into the Christmas gift. You know, I was raised very poor, and our Christmas gift was a something my mom made. Like she used to make me a new outfit because I do not know if you know, Crystal. I used to make wedding dresses. That was my job in Brazil. So my whole family is a family of seamstress. My mom, she used to make me a new outfit. So there was a lot of love in every single stitch, you know. So it's different from going to the store and buy, I don't even know what we could buy,
Mhm.
buy something. Unless you buy me yarn, then yes, thank you. So yeah, so I think if you make something to somebody, something like that, somebody that would appreciate, I think would be fun. I have another one
Mhm.
that I want to show you guys. I like this thing when I
I
have
love.
the fair.
Yeah.
This is made for
Mhm.
scarves, but at the fair I put the bracelets around.
It's so cute.
And then you ask, Jane, can you handle to be all day in the fair? No, my friend, I make the stuff, go with her, set the table, she stays there for me because I am not healthy enough to be there all day or half an hour.
Yeah.
The fair is in the summer, and one of the elements that make me very ill is heat. I get heat stroke with 70 degrees.
Oh wow. That's,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
You get hot fast then.
I do. That's why I had to leave Texas. So this one I call the Brenda necklace. I'm gonna put a little bit like this.
You should solo yourself
And
so
I
you
was
can see
making.
it. Can you?
I can see
Can you
it.
solo yourself?
Yeah, I can sew. I use a lot of magnifying glasses. I have a
No.
special gadget.
Solo.
So
Solo.
you
Like
want me to
put
solo
yourself.
myself?
Yeah, so they can see you.
I'll do
Because you have
solo.
people watching. So.
There you
There you
go.
go. I'm gonna.
Oh, where are you? I like to see you. Oh, you're in the little corner. Okay. So
I'm right
this
here.
one, this one was from my friend. Her name was Sharon. But you know, like how you make friends and sometimes the friendship start with a funny story? That was it. There was a
Yeah.
guy where I lived called Joe. He was so annoying. I didn't like Joe. So somebody said, "Hey, Jane, what is Joe's girlfriend's name?" I said, "I don't know, Brenda, I think." So from then on, everybody called her Brenda. And I'm sorry I dropped this, so there's hair here. I'm not sure if you can see the hair, but sorry. So this is the Brenda necklace. I made it for her. So it's several layers. You think it's done? It's not done yet. Kim, you can come up if you want. So this is just a chain. This is just to give volume in the thing. And it was not finished. I didn't, how you call, press this one.
Mm.
The puff stitch and some chains on the side. And she went hunting and she had a heart attack and she never came
Oh.
back. So
Oh.
this is my Brenda
Wow.
bracelet. I put a lot of love into it. And the design was, I kept the design as a Brenda the Brenda necklace. She was the first person that support me to make those things. You know, without her, I would never, ever, ever, ever make those, you know. Wait, soloed you. How do I unsolo us? Oh, there we are.
There we
So she's, I made my first bracelet and they had childhood trinkets, you know, beads that I'm not sure if you were like this. I saved things from 19, who knows what, from the last century. And I crocheted the whole thing and she said, "Wow, I like that." And then I made some for her. And then from there, started selling at the pharmacy. My pharmacy that I went, I had a
go.
craft corner for everybody. Like if you make hats, you used to put your hats there. Because living in Wyoming, sometimes you had to travel 50 miles until you get to a place that you can get cool things. So people used to buy, and I sold
Mm.
to make $360 a week just making this.
Nice.
So this is my Brenda one. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna put this one. You know, so I'm gonna fill up this. But my next tutorial, it is very similar, yet not the same. Is for this one, the Trinity. I call the Trinity because there's three at the same time. But this
It's very Christmassy too.
is black and red. I think look more like a vampire goth thing than
It is
anything.
pretty goth, yeah.
I cannot make Christmas things. It doesn't turn out pretty. It turned out, and I say that with not trying to offend anybody, but it always end up looking like a Mexican flag or Italian flag.
Because
There's
of the green and the red.
the white. I put the white. Maybe if I just put red and green would be. I never thought not to put the white. Because you know my flag, let's say in Brazil, is green and yellow, so it's colors that you just wear during the world war, it looks like a world war, the World Cup. That's when you see a Brazilian wearing. The cats dropped these and things went everywhere. There you go, hold on, with the
So
mega
pretty.
and you know, you make something like that to somebody and you give it this to somebody that now the person needs to be a bohemian person. You cannot just give to somebody that like something,
Metals and jewels, like, yeah.
Even though you
You're
can
gonna
crochet
make me go buy beads. That's what you're gonna make me go do.
next week. Hobby Lobby
I'm
gonna
gonna
be.
go buy beads.
For a while, I gotta show
I
you
mean,
this.
these are the only beads I have right now. Let me show you. Oh, sorry. I have these beads.
Ooh.
They're fat beads. They're wooden. I got these from Dollar Tree.
You know, my Dollar Tree has nothing like that. It's never fun. My Dollar Tree. I went from in Dallas. The Dollar Tree was like the. Have you seen those channels that show what they found at
Oh,
Dollar
so
Tree
sick.
every week?
Like Dollar Tree haul videos.
Yeah, and they find all the cool stuff. In Dallas was like
Mm-hmm.
that. So I used to see, go to the store and find it. Here, I don't even think about it. My store's too small. This one was made
No,
after
yeah.
called Blue. See the cat? And he was a white cat with gray spots. And he was the loudest cat I ever heard. His scream used to echo. And it was scream, wasn't meow, was a scream. And you know, I made this for the girl that adopted, but she didn't want to wear. It wasn't her style. Let's say like that.
Style, yeah.
So you know, because the I even made sure to get the caramel color of his eyes. He was so cute.
Those are really pretty.
Somebody got this cat, moved from that apartment complex where I lived to another apartment complex, and decided not to pay the pet fee and left the cat behind. So we didn't know the
Oh,
cat's name. We just know that his name was Blue because we named him Blue because he always looked sad. I would be sad too. But we found a home for him. And he found a home in a farm. He went from drag to fab. His life just couldn't be any better. I mean, he
okay.
went from living on the street to having corn on the cob and ice cream for dinner. I mean,
Oh,
I mean, I wish my life turned out like that, but no. This is another design. It looks like a little half daisy.
oh.
And it's very cute when you make it in. I make and then I put it in bobbins like that. Whatever bobbins I find of part. This one is for, you know, those. Oh wait. No, yeah, for those headbands. Because I put ice pack inside of them. They are fantastic. If you know anybody with migraine, they need to put ice. Those headbands that you find at Dollar Tree or something like that. They were 69 cents at the Hobby Lobby. So 69
Okay.
cents. I said sold. I even
Do
got
you
some
have a
free.
printer at home?
No, I don't. I used to have it,
No? Okay.
and I gave up
No, like a
because
printer?
yeah, I gave up on the
Imprimir?
printer.
Para imprimir?
I'm gonna tell you why I gave up on printer.
What?
Because I
Why?
bought the printer I used, and then the next time I needed to use the cartridge was dry, and I thought it was more expensive to keep buying new cartridge than just go to Kinko's and print it. Doesn't make any sense.
I got you.
I just
I
take to
got you.
Kinko's or Staples or one of those office places because the cartridge is expensive and they make that on
Oh, they
purpose.
are.
They will dry out on
Oh,
purpose.
they are. They get you
I'm
like
gonna put
that.
it very close to you. So I
Oh,
use
that's so
the
pretty.
crystals here. See, people, whoever hater that talk about my dry hands is better. I put lotion, people. So I like the crystal and those beads. I had to stop at this length because I ran out of beads.
It's so pretty. It looks
I hate
like Cinderella-y.
right? It looks
Don't
so.
it does. It's so pretty. It's so pretty.
I love to put the crystals. The crystals increase the value of you. So if I were to sell this for $20 with regular glass beads, the crystal wouldn't bump it up to a 30 or
Yeah.
that's how
All your
big.
materials cost money.
I have a hard time
Just saying.
giving price. Are you like that too?
I know it's hard. And then I
It's
explain it and I overthink it. Like, it's
you
this
really
price because it
overexplain it.
cost me this much. Huh?
Well, it's kind of hard for me because, for instance, it took me 8 years to acquire the amount of beads I have. If anybody want to come
Wow.
out, I'm gonna put the link here again for you guys. I have a lot of beads. There's a lot of late nights in pain without being able to sleep, and eBay is not your friend. So I used to give myself $5 to buy beads on eBay, and boy, I could buy a lot. In the middle of the night, you go to free shipping, beads, and ending soon. If you had a whole bunch of people, forget about it. But if you had like one or two, you might be able to buy 100 beads for 50 cents.
Wow.
So
Wow.
this was in my first tutorial. It's not that big. It's not, if you're gonna use this bracelet as necklace, it's not gonna give a lot. But I'm gonna do another tutorial with this and show how you can put the clasp.
Mm-hmm.
Because not everybody likes the wrapping. I'm one of
Right,
them.
right.
I used to love just wrap the bracelet, but I swell up so easily. So easily nowadays that it can be loose and all of a sudden I cannot, this is getting heavy. Look at that. Oh, I gotta put this one there too. I forgot this one. Let's put that one, right? Then the cat did this. Did you see my
Look at that.
what's the name of that? My short that I made it when I left the thing unattended,
And your cat.
and now it's crying. I wanted to kill the cat.
Mm.
It's so cute. I also intend to teach how to make. So once you put it on, and you know where you want it. So if you want it over here, right? So there is a way for you to make this fixed point. And I'm gonna also put that on a tutorial. The thing is, I was supposed to have more tutorials, but it's really super hard to make anything with migraine. Thank you, Cynthia.
Con tiempo. With time.
Well, the thing
Got
is, and Froggy knows, because Froggy is also one of us that have bad visions.
Yeah.
I'm also I have vision impairment. With the migraine, my vision is basically gone because I just see with one eye, and the the migraine give a big aura, so it's kind of like people put Vaseline on my eye. So I still can crochet, but when the migraine is so bad that my hand get numb, then I can't feel what I'm doing because I do everything all by feeling. So, and it gets super, 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 super hard. Do you want to see one of my first bracelets, Crystal?
Yes, please.
First. It's true to have a little tag that was in the.
That's so cute.
It's kind of funny because right now is the World Cup, and this was made for the World Cup. And I remember I used to sell for $10, and my friend bought 5. I showed my friend. She was an interpreter as well, and she said, "I want it. Give me 5." Then I sent 5. Went to California. Then she said, "I want 5 more, but I want in green with the yellow beads, and I want 2 for Argentina." I was like, What color is Argentina? I didn't know, but then it was white, baby blue, and gold. And it's kind of funny because my first 4 bracelets were sold, and I had to make another one in a hurry. But what I liked is the mix of all the beads together. And if you make it, if any of you make this, I'm gonna tell you, it seems like Ursula is over promoting me, but it's not. This simple thing is so addicting and so relaxing. You're gonna get hooked with beads. You will love it. It is, and I kept this for myself, but I never took out of the thing and I never used because I think it has sentimental value because it was hung there for $10 in the what do you call, in the pharmacy.
Mhm.
It's kind of weird. I'm not sure if any of you guys are like that. When you remember something, either you remember the taste or the smell of it. I look at this, I smell the pharmacy. I smell that they have a
Mm.
lot in those. It's kind of weird because it looked more like a gift shop than a pharmacy. It's kind of like she had a huge room, and one side was a pharmacy and the other side was a gift shop, and smell like apple pie candles. So this kind of reminds me of it. Um, I have one of the these beads are retro. They are 50 years old. I think that's why I
Oh.
kept. You don't find this kind anymore. It's like a little tube. Um, the metal ones is from 1970s, from a jewelry that my friend Beth had, and she didn't want any more. So I was so broke when I started doing that, and I put it on like a disclaimer: it is made with upcycled beads. Well, we are not gonna say that was used. Upcycled.
Which is cool too, because you can, something sentimental can be reused too.
Or if it's not
Nice.
sentimental, for instance, she said, "I barely use this. I don't want it. Take it.
Or
Throw it
that too.
away."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Can I take it apart and use the beads?" And she said, "Hold on." And then she gave me a whole bunch. Now, for beginners, I do not recommend the tube, this kind.
Oh, those are, yeah.
I do not recommend. It's very sharp and it's very hard to for you to use. And I'm not sure if you can see the difference. How this one is tighter, the chains,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one is looser. It makes a difference on the design. You can see let me see. You can see the holes in the chains, and this one you can't see unless it's by the beads. This will make a difference too. It will look different in every single bracelet. But this one I won't sell, I won't give or anything. This one is for my own collection. And for anybody that I know, we sold some for. I had a whole bunch more, and somebody in the crochet community passed away,
Mm.
and we did. Froggy helped her. Lady Bird Love, aka Lisa, helped, and they did. That was amazing from the crochet community, and they did an auction.
Fundraiser? Yeah.
Yeah, and I had all these bracelets like there, and I donate the bracelets. But a lot of people don't know how to put down. See this bump here on your hand? I'm sorry, I have min hand. I always joke. A slap from my hand will knock somebody down if I were to have strength. So you're gonna use this bump. See? Because nothing gonna pass off your hand after this bump. And once you do this, yeah, it won't be tight. Then you just rip. Now you wrap. Don't rip anything. You're not the Incredible Hulk. And they're gonna look like this. And you're ready for the World Cup. Brazil. I really like it. I can't imagine not making the bracelet. It's so you have to. I might have to put some beads in the mail for you because I have a lot. I also started making little kits with the whole thing because I'm like, I want to purchase the bracelet. I can make my own bracelet, Jane.
Yeah, and then you can wrap them like this. You can wrap them with the little sticker thingies.
I usually it goes like this. I'm sorry, this one I'm making for whoever who was on your channel I don't remember whose channel, but we gave a royal blue tongue twister royal blue bracelet. It's almost done. I was able to untwist the madness, and I usually make a little.
That was on Kelly. I bring it every day channel.
There was one for Crojo.
She's here.
Who got this royal blue bracelet? I have the address, and I would send it to me, and she contacted me on Messenger. Now, what's the name of that? Instagram.
I would check, but I'm on my phone.
But I don't remember whose live stream. It wasn't yours.
It was on Kelly's. I bring it every day. I don't know if she's still here though. Again, she's probably still here.
Wait a minute. Her name is not Bridget?
Kelly. Well, the person
I thought was oh, she left. I thought was I Bridget. Well, here goes. I'm making, if you want to know, this is what your bracelet's looking like. I'm sorry the delay. Come back. It's like, where did she go?
Sorry. I'm on my phone and I hit the wrong button.
So I'm just
but it was
laughing.
on Kelly.
I thought her name
I bring
was
it every day live.
Bridget. Man,
oh no, it's I bring it. But it's
I thought her name was Bridget. And
oh
like,
no.
I wonder why she never, I say, hi, Bridget, and she never answer.
Because she's like, wait, that's not my name.
And that's not the name of my channel.
Oh,
sorry, no. Kelly. Now I know your name. And I know that it's not I, Bridget. You know,
cheers. I like that you at least own up to it. You're like,
well, but, you know, I tell you, I'm blind as a bat. That's why, you know, like people read the comment. If I turn my eye, I can fall from this chair because I lose my balance because my eyesight problems. So it cracks me up. Nice to meet you, Kelly. From I Bring It.
Oh no.
See, that's why she doesn't want to come up because I said, hi, I'm Bridget. You want to come up? And she probably like, who is I'm Bridget?
I'm working on being like, I have no glasses on, so I can't read either. I'm like this when you're showing stuff because I can't see. You're okay. It's okay.
I'm almost, you know, Latinos don't blush very much, but almost, I got a little bit of color here.
Do you feel hot right now? Like, ooh.
I am so embarrassed. Did anybody ever did that? Think a
Let me
person
message Bridget really fast.
Man, that's
I
and
love
I
it.
like her a lot. Imagine if I didn't.
Hold on. Let me see if she's
Ah, sweet mother of Abraham. That made my day. That made my day. Whew.
go.
Hi,
Hold
Bridget.
on, let me see if she'll go up.
Hi, Bridget. Let me see here. I'm gonna click on the last comment. Let me see here.
Let me see. It's fine. I'm sure Kelly won't be upset, but I'm going to tease her and call her Bridget now. Oh, I
You
don't
know,
think you're the first person to call her Bridget, though. I've heard
remember the
when
story
you don't
about
know.
the Brenda? The whole town. In fact, Brenda, once she was at the restaurant and people said, Brenda! And she looked and she said, what am I doing? My name is Sharon. Hi, Bridget. Bridget is here. Come up. Kelly, come up. Leave Bridget down and come up. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. I feel awful. Look at the veins. Look at the veins. I'm embarrassed. You made a Latina blush. Whew. Hi, Cintia. Cintia is my Portuguese moderator. She has a channel about traveling, and she goes to different locations in Brazil. It's a very nice channel. And she has another channel that is it's about she chat about things like the most beautiful YouTuber, the most beautiful soccer player, the most beautiful actresses, and it's all in Portuguese. But her channel is superior, and we were just talking about that. But if anybody ever wanna see what Brazil looks like, that's the channel for you to look. She does know a little bit English, so she's just here. A lot of people don't know. Half of my subscribers speak Portuguese and half speak English. So I will have to have another live stream just with the Portuguese speakers. And then if you're gonna be you're gonna be a little bit intense. She left me again. It will be a little bit intense because we joke all the time. We laugh, we joke all the time. Brazilians they have a good, fantastic, horrible, sick sense of humor. Yeah, that's what I said. You talk about trouble. And the pandemic was kind of hard on her channel because how can you do a video about traveling when you can't travel? You know. So what are you? Yesterday you made a quiet live stream. It was kind of interesting. What kind of I was there. I was there. I said hello. I love that hat.
I wasn't reading.
I know you were so like.
I was mad, sad, upset. Yep.
Well, not to say anything, but you were crocheting like this. Was intense.
I had a resting, face.
So if you get frustrated, mad, upset, or whatever, you crochet faster because I couldn't see your hand move because it was so fast that you. And you were wearing a beautiful purple hat. Did you make that one?
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah. Is it your pattern?
Yeah, it's my pattern. It's
Oh, I don't want to remove you. I want you.
I'm
you
breaking up. Hold on. My internet's not acting nice.
And then I put you solo, and you freeze, and go back here. Do you guys like my sign? My friend gave me that, my best friend, because she said she never ever met somebody that eat more bananas than my family. Now I need to find the purple. The
Sorry, my
purple.
internet crashed. That's a cute minion sign.
Yeah, I need the purple one because that's me without medication.
You were asking about the hat. I'm sorry.
Yes, let me show the hat. Let's focus, people. Let's focus. Look at
Oh
this.
no, it's okay.
Look at this purple. I like all the shades of purple.
This is hand-dyed yarn. I don't know. I asked her yesterday. She doesn't dye yarn anymore, but this was one of her hand dyes. Just that color, right?
This is one of the phenomenal work, and you know, how do I say, my color is orange, but it's very hard to wear orange without looking like a pumpkin, right? But purple me has a big spot in my heart. Purple, because let me see if I have it here. I don't have the photo. I thought I had it, but I apparently don't. Oh, this bracelet here is what I used to make the awareness bracelet. For instance, blue is about a type of cancer, and I used to put the ribbon, the hope ribbon, and the hardest awareness bracelet I made was for autism because it was hard to combine all the, I think it's 5 colors, the ribbon. And so I used to make in clear thread and put the puzzle over here with the hope. That's what I decided to do it. But yeah, it goes twice around your wrist. And this one I really need. This one Ursula said she's gonna help me to teach because you twist it, you do a stitch and then you flip it, and you're constant. It looks like this because you're constantly flipping the stitch. I think it's gonna be three or 4 tutorials from now, and I already start with the clasp. While when I finish, it's just to put the O-ring, and voila. Oh, I didn't know that because I had friends that asked me for the autism awareness, for the autism awareness. I know there was the colors of the rainbow, 5 colors, but so I used to put 2. See how it's 2, 1 in each side, and I used to put 2 yellow, 2 red, 2 blue, and go like that. And I thought this is a nightmare because I didn't know what was the base color to put it. So I used to use what's the name of that? Fish lining. Fish. Is that transparent, clear? Nightmare to work with. And then I used to put the little colors, a puzzle, and the hope ribbon. But the purple,
that way it doesn't fall out.
was my biggest seller, and for the longest time, I didn't like purple. Purple is something that you gotta appreciate, And then all of a sudden, it kind of like, ooh, this is pretty. And now I don't leave without purple. In fact, it wasn't on sale, but I had to get this purple. When I had my Etsy shop, people asked me for diseases that I never heard of. And I was shocked how the purple was on everything, from lupus to fibromyalgia to chronic fatigue, to you name it. There is so many colors out there, so many awareness. I don't like to say disease, illnesses. The awareness ribbon is in purple. So, in fact, I have 3 of mine. Chronic problems is purple. And I started loving the purple, and I started making hats purple. And then my husband said, "You look good in purple." And that's it. And it was all downhill for me, and I got hooked in purple. The orange I like is the burnt, like almost like a rusty, I think is a very beautiful color. Well, I will make one like that. So I have to just red. Can I do red and gold with the little puzzle and the ribbon? Would that be acceptable for autism? I'm not gonna try to say her name because I'm probably gonna say her name incorrect. Make another person to not like me no more.
I don't know the actor. That's Nisi, right? Nisi?
Nisi. I was about to say Nisi. So see her long French name I get. I bring it. I said I Bridget. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. So I can make a red. So I couldn't make red and the beads in gold, or I was asking Nisi if I can make all the yarn red, the beads gold, or the gold thread with red beads. It's a hard one. I don't understand what the puzzle piece means exactly, but I know they asked me, and I have several puzzle charms. It feels like I always thought this is weird because it feels like you're not part of the puzzle. You're just a loose part of the. That's how I understood. What is it? You don't fit in. What does it mean?
Like, don't fit into the mold type of thing.
Yeah. Well, in one way, it's good. I don't fit in. I'm a rebellious like that too. So I gotta make one and send to you. Have you seen her dolls that she does the
Nisi?
Yeah. Have you seen Nisi's doll?
She
takes the natural hair, not the natural hair, because there's nothing natural about the hair. But she takes the doll hair and she puts the yarn. Another cat to bother me.
I can't subscribe. I just subscribed to her.
Oh man,
I see her around, but I never see her name.
Pretty good. And I like when she talks on the porch, like, oh, fancy. I'm gonna tell you, she always made me feel very welcome and very accepted. I'm telling you. What are you
eating? Big thing. Hold on, I'm trying to get. Nope.
Sorry. Oh. I knew it. I had one in orange for. This one is missing. See what happened when you do things with migraine? But I was taking apart. Don't worry, the animals finished it. There she goes. There she comes.
I'm sorry.
Peekaboo.
This is the second time I'm using StreamYard on my phone.
Don't worry. It's kind of different from the computer. It's a nightmare on the phone. This is how I need to put my projects right now with cats, because the bag is not enough. So I went to Dollar Tree and I got this.
You gotta lock it down.
Man, I almost need I would have put in a combination thing, but I'm not good at remembering combination. I would be locked out of my crochet project. I would say I put I bridge it. And then you would say, it's not I bridge it. It's I bring it. Oh, I wonder, you want to laugh? When I was younger, I was about 27. I didn't know how to drive when I got to this country. So I used to ride a bike 12 miles here, 3 miles there. The end of the day, I rode about 25, 30 miles. I wonder why I was in shape. But that's what I did. I used to go to work riding a bike. And I used the trip to the airport in Colorado. I used to live in Colorado Springs. The trip was 12 miles one way. My husband used to drop me off at 5 in the morning. And I used to ride a bike back. My bike used to stay at the United Airlines baggage place. This is what I'm making right now. Is super thin thread. It's I gotta take the thing so you guys can see it.
I'm just like, what?
Left is right. Left is right. This was on clearance for 10 cents. So I got it a couple years ago. Wasn't even a big clearance of the, even though Hobby Lobby is not having clearance, you guys should look the clearance because sometimes people mess up, like take the label and they just, they just sell for very little. See, this one gonna actually have fillers like just chains, just a puff stitch or something like that. But this is for my next tutorial. So I'm gonna show you the trick to make them look like a little triangle. And then after that, things gonna get more interesting and more elaborate. But I wanted to make a necklace. Sounds crazy. I put about 2 meters, like 2 yards long of beads on this. And I want
I
to
have that.
make a round, like the Brenda bracelet that I just made, like, I don't even know how big is those circles of everything I taught every week. And then towards the end of, let's say 6 months, let's see what gonna look like, how big. And maybe by then I will have 1,000 subscribers and I can do a giveaway as a 1,000 subscribers. Hey, we're gonna be white. I also found these for a couple dollars on
Is it
clearance.
like these? Oops.
This is Omega Rustica. Let me solo you.
Oh,
Show me. It's kind of hard. This is pretty.
Have to front face. If I front face, I might fall out. Hold on. Let me change my camera. Yeah. Back face. Now back button. X. I was looking up Nisi.
Nisi, you found something else for talking on the board. That's beautiful. If you put clear beads or white, would look good. Well,
do you see the texture?
I see the texture. It's very beautiful. Especially now.
I know you like yellow.
I love yellow. It's a bee thing, Because my channel I do not know if you know the story of this channel. It started being Mildly Crazy Me. That was the name of my channel. But then every time I went to visit people used to think I was a hacker, a troll, something, because of the Mildly Crazy used to scare people a little bit. Sorry. So it was just hilarious. So I changed. So one day when I met Ursula, he was like, let's change the name. Let's change the name. Let's change the name. Because she said, oh, the name Crazy doesn't give a good vibe. I said, okay. And I told her, I had a mug with a B that says, be yourself. And I said, I always wanted this to be the name of my channel. She said, what about Be Yourself with Jane? So I changed to Be Yourself with Jane. Then I closed my channel for about 2 years and I didn't do anything. And then I changed my name a couple of times, trying to find myself, find the courage to to restart. And it was kind of even funny because it looks like I have multiple personality, because every week I had a different name until the Tarzan thing, me, Jane. And it's me, Jane. So I thought about it's me, Jane. But the thing that I put just me, Jane, is because when I put Be Yourself, Jane, that's Gats, by the way. Be Yourself with Jane. It was very hard for people that speak Portuguese to say all that. And me, Jane, is so short and so simple that they just see the Jane and they say Jane, because that's how you say Jane in Portuguese. So, Jane, and then make it easier. So I like me, Jane, and I thought it was kind of funny because when I started my video, I was laughing so hard because I was like, hi, hello, it's me, Jane. I was like, well, that fits.
It does.
I don't think I'm going to change again. So for all the people that I changed like more. What did she say? Do you think so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just kind of funny the way it evolves. I really like Be Yourself with Jane. But I'm not sure if you guys were here. What I used to do before, when I first opened my channel, I used to cook Brazilian food in English and American food in Portuguese. Because I wanted to break all the stereotypes, like that Americans just eat hamburgers and fries for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yes, we do eat a lot of hamburger, but not every day, not for every single meal. Just like when you're in a hurry, or don't want to cook. But I used to be a cook. I also am a cook. I went to school to be a cook.
Culinary? Nice.
That's okay. I used to make wedding dresses. When was out of the season to make fancy dresses, I used to go to school and take, like in Brazil, they have some technical schools that you can learn trade without going to college. And that's what I did. I wasn't a chef. I am what they call a catering chef, something like that. It's not quite a chef. It's somebody that is trained, but not necessarily, because a chef, I think, need to go to culinary school, university, something like that, and it takes years. For me, when I went to school for cooking, it was for you to, back when we used to make healthy TV dinners. I used to go to your house and you say, Jane, I want this. You had the menu, you had the food, and I used to prepare, vacuum seal, and put it in the freezer. So all you need to do is to take out of the freezer, put it in your fridge in the morning, and at night, you just put it in the oven and serve with salad. It was something to make life easier. And where I lived in Wyoming, the cook got sick and left the job, and there was about 30 seniors that couldn't cook, couldn't move, and they were like with no food. So people said, "Hey, you went to school? Wouldn't you cook for us?" I said, "Temporarily." And then that being 3 years of my life cooking for those lunatics that I love. I have some people love kids. I have a thing for seniors. I think United States specifically, when
Mm-hmm.
we aging, people start that old person, and I learned so much. Some of them were pilots on the Second World War. Some of the girls were like dressed like that lady that says like we can do it. Working
Rosie
and
the Riveter?
yeah, they're fixing engine and do things like that. Of course, now some were 100 too, but it's kind of funny to go back and look the photos and look how beautiful the young lady was. And now 90 years later, she doesn't even remotely resemble that young lady, but she is that person. It's the same person. It's just a body that aged. And I always like to sit down and hear the stories and what they did or didn't do. And there was this guy that was a pilot on the Second World War. And I remember we went from using plates to use a tray. And he's like, I said, what? This tray keep following me. When I was a kid, was this tray in the school. When I was a military, was this tray in the Air Force. And now I got old, I have this tray in the senior center. So, it was very interesting to get to know and how a person has so much to offer and nobody's there to listen. So I
Mm.
always like seniors the most. I am guilty. I go to old folks home, talk to them, listen to them, sometimes feed them. Before COVID, I used to do that. After COVID, not so much. It's so hard now.
Mm.
But
Yeah, it is.
it is, all these things and hear all these stories and get all these memories. And that gives me idea, even on crochet, because some of them still have the crochet books from 19 who knows what. And they show, and it's like, ooh, look what they used in the 40s, in the 50s. A stitch that there is a stitch that people, it's a blanket stitch that is about yay big because you use a quadruple, not double crochet, but quadruple. It's not treble, it's beyond treble. It's maybe 5 times you go with the loop,
Like
and
the
it's very tall, and it makes into a V. That's from the 50s. So I saw that a long time ago, and I thought it was beautiful. But I think everybody has a story, and everybody needs to be heard, and everybody's story is important. At the end of the day, we are all a grain of sand. But if you go by the ocean, that sand is beautiful, that shore is beautiful, and everybody has a story to tell. And we need to listen to the seniors. So if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here today in a free country that we
it's
can
true.
choose to crochet, you know, or knit, you know. But yeah,
Mhm.
I think it's very interesting. So that's my thing. I love senior citizen. There, I said out loud. You guys can judge now. You put me in a room with kids, I freak out. I don't know what to do. They scare me somewhat. If you pass 4
Kids.
kids in a room, scary movies, I always start with a kid's laugh sometimes. Have you heard that? Have you noticed that?
Oh yeah. Yes, I
It's
have. Those are the scary ones because it's like, oh no, I'm
um,
cracking. I dropped an egg on the floor.
What did you do?
I dropped an egg on the floor.
Girl, you know how much an egg costs nowadays?
Well, it wasn't by choice.
I know. Do you buy organic? When you know, I was horrified that I bought. Oh, there she is! Bridget is here, people.
Hello.
Bridget, hi,
Bridget.
Bridget.
Yeah, that's my new name.
Okay.
I know why you
Okay.
never answer me when I say
Yeah.
hi, Bridget.
That's funny.
Not
But anyway,
Bridget, people.
I'm Bridget.
I bring it.
So how's it going? I've been checking out your jewelry. Very nice.
Thank you. Well, the most beautiful ones are gone because I sold them or gave it away.
Okay.
But I'm gonna get there again because I'm doing little
right.
by little. I'm doing the tutorials back, and I thought, what a wonderful thing to be able to share
Nice.
something I learned when I was in my young age with the gypsies.
Cool.
I used to see the gypsies in Brazil with those things,
Very nice.
but
Very
they put
nice.
coins, they put trinkets. I do not know. They even put a shoe if you allow. I'm not sure if you ever seen a gypsy up close and personal. They're beautiful. It's ridiculous how beautiful they are and
Cool.
how adorned they are. They put a lot of things on them. It's beautiful.
Cool.
I used to crochet those by hand. Have you ever tried to do a
You
chain
did?
by hand? Yeah, I
Yes.
used to do the chain by hand, the whole thing by hand. Because I'm telling you, the way you hold the hook and the way you hold, because the way I hold my thread, I do not know if you do this. I go twice here on my pinky,
Oh, around the pinky.
pass through the ring,
Okay.
and go like this. So it's a zigzag. Well, you can see
Okay.
it. It's called, now on my back. Hold on. Leave the cat alone. And the dog likes this. So these holds. So you hold your tension with your pinky. Is that how you guys hold the tension? My tension is not here. My tension is held by the pinky.
By the pinky.
That's what I do too. I wrap around, crochet on the top of my finger, and yep.
Cool.
Sounds right.
Nisi knows her
Sometimes I
name.
forget.
Exciting.
Nisi knows that her name is Kelly. Nisi knows that it's not Bridget. He's gonna go down in history.
She knows.
Katie, Nisi, thanks for coming. Today I'm gonna have to write it down every day before Thanksgiving. Kelly, the lady that I call Bridget.
That's the one. Yeah.
Bridget.
So that's my alias.
That I have to go more. I bring it. Thank you for coming to my channel. I bring it. Her Jane.
That's funny.
So how do you hold your yarn?
I think I do it over my pointer finger. But sometimes I do wrap it over the back of my hand. It really depends. And if I start to get fatigued, then I sort of do more wrapping around the back and sort of have it around there. But it's sort of around my pointer finger somehow. Yeah.
It's kind of funny in Portugal and in Brazil they put it around the neck.
That's probably not a bad idea. Because
that drives me nuts. That drives me nuts. I could never, ever, 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 ever do that. Because to me, it's not sanitary.
Oh, well.
Would you like
extra DNA
to wear a hat with somebody DNA?
I know.
And if it is a clean person, sure. If it's a dirty person, not so much.
Right. Yeah,
with all the neck stuff on it. Yeah.
Gross.
They also have a little pin. Some people like me that think it's disgusting to touch the neck, they wear a pin here.
Okay,
and
that makes sense.
It's a very adorned pin. And so it goes through the pin to your hand. I have no idea what is I'm sorry, the purpose, because you can totally just crochet like this. You don't need the thread or the thing go over here to your
Right.
hand. Well, maybe with
But I guess that's their way of getting
the
attention. Yeah, because some people do it a lot, different ways. Like it's interesting, 'Cause you have to put some tension in it.
Did you see the yarn I got? In the beginning, I'm not sure if you were here. I got
Is this
sweet
mine?
olive.
Oh, is that Shaw on the ball? Nice.
No, it's showing the ball. It's showing the
Shaw on the
ball.
ball. Yep.
It's in the ball,
It
even
is
though
in
it's
the
not a
ball.
ball.
Yeah, it is in the ball.
And I got this beauty here.
That's a nice color too. Ooh. Okay.
Isn't
Yeah,
it
Shaw on the
gorgeous?
ball is great.
I love Shaw. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I knew she was sending me this because
Mhm.
when we were having a live stream, I forgot her name. I forget everybody's name. I'm not
It's
gonna
okay.
even try. Before
No,
I
it's
call
fine.
somebody else a name that it is not their name. But I said I always wanted a yellow one.
Yeah.
Even when Hobby Lobby used to have, when the sale started, I was gone before
Yeah,
I
I
got
never
there.
even saw those in the store. And it's funny because when I went in the Hobby Lobby, they were just marking them down. Just started. Like
Now?
within 20, 30 minutes. No, this was, like a couple months ago, I guess. And it's rare that I ever come in there and I'm the first one or second one in there. Like I couldn't believe it. And I was
I'm shocked. Over here where I live is the
I was
same
a little
thing.
shocked because I had so much to choose from. And then you go, what do I really want? I don't know. Anyway,
So I guess Denzel Washington is right. If you have too many choices, hard to choose.
right. Well, and the thing was, I was on a budget, so I had to sort of,
It had to be, right?
I
If
did.
you
I
were
said I
not on
want.
the
Yeah,
budget,
I
if
was
you
on a
had all
budget.
the money, it just would have fill
Yeah,
up
exactly.
your cart. And it's kind of funny. I call the Dollar Tree effect because remember last year when the Dollar Tree was $1 and you
Yep,
don't
that was lovely. Yes.
worry about. You really don't worry. Thank you,
Yep.
Cintia. You don't worry about. You don't worry about the price because
Yes.
everything is $1 until you get to
Exactly.
the register and it's $50, and you go like, "What?
It's
Is
easy.
anything over $1?"
Mm-hmm.
Then you
Pretty
get
easy.
shocked. The same thing when the Hobby Lobby is having a sale. Everything is $1, $1.50, $1 a little bit, and then bam.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
know,
true.
it's $100 today, and so you go like, okay. So when you're on the budget, you really
But I
gotta go.
behaved for once there. Right.
See, I don't
That's
have
good.
this.
But
I
anyway, I
don't
just
have
wanted to
this
pop in and
problem
say, hey.
anymore. I don't have this problem
No, me
anymore.
either. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of. I think I'm
diet
cured
for
now.
10 years. I went on a yarn diet for
No, I mean,
10 years. No
you have to
yarn.
periodically. Yeah. No yarn.
Well, Ursula know this story. I used to have deaf people yarn. So I used to live in Wyoming in a little town called Chugwater. So it's kind of, that saying that death come in three.
Yes.
They proved it right. I was like, this is baloney. Until I lived in that place. It's like one died. And then I used to call my neighbor that was 100 years old. Hello, are you still there? Okay, good.
Oh.
We used to joke. It was our joke,
Right.
And then the next day she called me, are you still there? Because you're young, you're not off the hook just because you're young.
True.
So we were awful. We both had a horrible sick sense of humor. And it's awesome when seniors have this sense of humor. So so people died and said, "Oh, my aunt died. Here's all her yarn. I heard you knit." And there was not one tote, not two, not three, not four, not five, but sometimes 6 big totes. And it was very overwhelming. It got to the point that my whole basement was full of yarn, and it looked like Hobby Lobby, or a double Hobby Lobby.
Oh my.
And I looked at the yarn, and all I thought is like, why did that person purchase that yarn? Because when you buy a yarn, don't you have a thing in mind? Oh, this would look
I
good for
tried
shop.
to. I tried
And
to.
that was killing my
That's how I like to
inspiration.
buy too.
That was killing my inspiration because all I could do is think of what would this person was thinking. And then one day I called in Colorado. There is
Yep.
Granny for Grannies. Have you heard the Grannies
Wow.
for Grannies?
Mm-mm.
It's a group that all the senior citizens in a certain place, they do granny squares.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's granny squares for grannies. So
Grannies for grannies.
I called them and said, hey, I have gazillion of yarn. You will
Yep.
need a van or you will need a truck. And
Wow.
they thought I was joking, but they came with the van. And I had, like my neighbor used to work for cleaning the parks and recreation, and they have trash bags that you could put a whole dead body inside, and I
Right.
filled up that thing to the top, and they put their van to the max, and then the 25% that I kept of yarn, it still was a lot. So I couldn't justify to buy anything.
My goodness.
Yeah, no. I'm about to go too.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Because my friend's going to have a live stream, and I need to be ready to go to her live stream.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, my phone's dying too, but I just wanted to say congratulations. You made it up. It's good.
I made it. I survived. Thank you,
I'm
Crystal,
very happy for you.
being
That's
here.
all I wanted
Thank
to
you, Patty. Thank you,
You're welcome.
Bridget.
Sorry, I'm so
Bridget.
quiet. I'm cooking.
Yeah.
You are what are you
Sorry.
making?
I'm going to get on that too.
I'm making I was just making like a scramble with cheese and ham. Nothing crazy.
Nothing
Just
fancy.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
We'll take it.
yeah.
All right, Miss Jane, Miss Crystal, I'll catch you later. Thanks, chat room. We'll see you later.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
You're
Bye,
always gonna be my Bridget.
I'm
And I even talked to Ursula yesterday. Oh, I really like Bridget. This is like, Bridget, who's Bridget?
Bridget.
I said,
Nobody
she's
knows.
always thinking,
No
I
one
know why Ursula was so confused with Bridget.
Okay, I'm sure. Oh, but anyway, but I got to run, but I'll see you later.
Many things are coming. Things are coming out.
Thank you. Bye.
I would like to stay, Crystal, for a little bit more. Just stay with me until the end. People, I would like to thank everybody that came out. Thanks for my moderators. Thank you, Sarah. Muito obrigado, Cintia. Muito obrigado pelo apoio e pela ajuda. People, thank you so much for coming. And one more time, I would like to thank, forgot her name, Mary Webb for the happy mail. Was fantastic. I think I'm gonna kick my husband out of the bed and sleep with this, because this is a dream. This is people just one more time. Look at this. So thank you so much. Thank you, Sarah, for helping me. Thank you, Crystal, for being here with me and keep my nerves under control. As everybody know, I'm a talker, and the more nervous I get, the more in my mind I'm saying, shut up, shut up, shut up, but the more I talk. Thank you, Nisi, for explaining about the bracelet for autism awareness. I'm going to try to make one and send you a photo to see if you approve. And thank you, everybody, and have a great evening and have a great Thanksgiving. I think tomorrow. I'm not sure when it is. I don't do Thanksgiving. Too much work. And I'll see you guys the next time. Thank you.
Bye.